Today we have some spicy content for you trainers for Open Great League. These battles were submitted to me by Rotifera and these battles are on the ace range. So we're having a lot of action by a Fearow up in front, while at the back we got Electrode and Hypno, two Pokemon that can be used as generalists throughout the entire meta, and this team is extremely strong against Galarian Stunfisk. And on the description that Rotifera used for this battle submission told me that we're gonna have a Galarian Stunfisk as well, so this is gonna be pretty cool overall. So let's see what is going on here, because Grident is gonna be kind of a core breaker here, I think, especially up against my Hypno, our Hypno, and of course we can easily farm down with those confusions. So Blaziken is gonna come into the battle, Fearow is gonna go in, and of course those aerial aces now are gonna be clutch against the fighter, able to grab the shield out of play, and now one more before they try and farm down. What are you doing, trainer? So with Steel Wing now able to be so good this season, Fearow is gonna be another flyer alongside that Skarmory that can have the upper hand with the moves, able to charge them up with those Steel Wings pretty fast. You do not need a lot to get to the aerial ace, and with the extra mile you can get to the Drill Run, which is pretty good, and unlike Skarmory you can have an answer even against those electric types. And speaking of electric types, here it is, trainers, the Raichu up against our Fearow. So Raichu is a complete threat on the ace ranks, and of course now Hypno is gonna go in, able to tank whatever that Pokemon is gonna throw. Thunder Punch now, we are just gonna block, I believe, the first one, because Rotifera will think that the first move would be a Wild Charge, and since now we know that they have no Wild Charge at all, it is gonna be just a Thunder Punch. I think that it was pretty wise that we let the second one go through. So right here now Electrode will go in, grants for the big damage output, and at the back they have a Samurott with those waterfalls. This can be pretty crucial, but still we have one shield remaining, so we should be fine. That was super early to be anything else than a Hydro Cannon, so I would let that go through, but it doesn't matter, our last shield is gonna go down, and of course right here Drill Run will deal so much damage on the Samurott for neutral, and the aerial ace to grab the victory. So we're gonna turn our leader into a pure closer, and Fearow is the absolute Pokemon for that. The spicy battles continue on here with that Rapidash up against us. Wow, they're having Incinerate, and we're expecting the Driller, I believe, at this point, if they do not have something spicier than that. So here comes now, trainers, the Driller, and we can easily take it because our purified Hypno here is gonna be extremely bulky. Able to get to another Thunder Punch, this is gonna be extremely crucial and extremely big for Rotifera, and right after we're having the Raichu coming in to farm a little bit of extra energy with that extra Volt Switch. Now we're gonna have though the upper hand, as it seems, because Rotifera is gonna bring into the play Electrode, and now at the back they have a Jumpluff. This Pokemon can be kinda deadly, but that was super early. Yeah, it has to be the aerial ace. Here it is, trainers. No acrobatics on this one, but still that means that we can resist those bullet seeds a lot, and of course survives the following aerial aces. Fearow is a Pokemon extremely glassy, but at the same time can provide a lot of pressure with those Steel Wings and of course those aerial aces. Able to farm down the complete HP out of that Jumpluff. Down we go now to a single move, but with that 2 shield flex we can easily have the upper hand. A risky no block here. If that was gonna be a Wild Charge, I'm not sure that we could survive, but anyways we can still farm down. What a great play by Rotifera, and we're gonna get another big victory. Let's see what we can do here up against a Lantern, because this Pokemon is extremely troublesome, and on the switch we're meeting up with a Diggersby. Are you kidding me? As you can see here, we have nothing to throw on this Pokemon, not even the Ice Punch, not even the Focus Blast or the Fire Punch or whatever. We're gonna have a moveset that is completely gonna be resisted by this Pokemon. So in the end game it is pretty cool that they want to sacrifice some energy here. If I were the opponent, I would go definitely at least for the Overfarm up against the Hypno. Anyways, now we're having the upper hand, I guess, with our Fearow over here, and now Drill Run will do massive damage on that Pokemon, and probably lethal, even though they're kinda bulky. So here comes now the shield and the Fire Punch, so we need to respect the shield in return. Here comes now our aerial ace, so let's see how this is gonna end, because they want to double block the Diggersby, and this means that we might actually can farm down. Yes, Rotifera knows that, able to farm down with the Steel Wings, and now Lantern at the back. Let's get our hands now on the Electrode, and of course the Surf will do a lot of work up against our Pokemon, but hopefully we can survive another one. Do they have Charge Beam? I think so. At the freaking back now, they are having that Azumarill, so the battle is definitely not over yet, but we're having the double discharge to put this Pokemon extremely low. Can we farm down? Yes we can, and now the Drillrun for that electric type. Can we finish off the Lantern? Of course we can. Down they go, Fearow for the win. Let's get it, trainers, and now let's move forward into the next battle. We're having the Umbreon with those Snarls, which can be kinda deadly to be fair because of its amazing bulk that it has and how glassy we are. So a couple of foul plays will actually seal the deal here, and we cannot switch out as it seems. Just gonna go ahead and block obviously here, since we can push a little bit more with those Steel Wings, and we're counting I believe at this point because they definitely need 4 for the first foul play and 3 for the second, and at this point I think they have 6. I have lost count. I hope that Rotifera was counting at this point. Anyways, gonna switch out now to the Electrode, and we can farm down in the process. They are not gonna respond with a switch, which is kinda weird to be fair, but still now they have a Clodsire at the back, which can probably wall us down at this point. Another foul play is imminent before we go down. I really like this one now because they still need to throw some energy to finish us off, and now we can easily go in there and start farming down that crucial energy with our Hypno. No reason to block here unless they have a Mega Horn, and no they're not. So it is a Stone Edge and Earthquake, the classic moveset, and at the back they have that Jelly Sand. Can we possibly win this one? Because Fearow is gonna resist those Hexes, but if we can block here, and no we're not. Okay, Rotifera is gonna let the Fearow go down. This is now a race to the charge attack that we are gonna lose, but still we have that shield advantage. Able to use the last shield. Now gonna press the Shadow Ball, but unfortunately for us, we're gonna get outsped to the Surf, which is kind of a big bummer. Into the next battle now, and we're having a Noctowl, the battle of the Flyers, and we're gonna forfeit. Okay, gonna bring our Hypno into the battle. I was pretty hyped up that we're gonna see a Noctowl versus Fearow matchup, but this is not gonna happen, not yet at least. So anyways, we're having now those Thunder Punches, and the opponent seems like they like this matchup. What could they have at the back? Something even worse than that? Let's see together, because they want to double block their Noctowl, and now we're gonna let our Pokemon go down to that Shadow Ball, but instead they're gonna throw the Sky Attack. This is pretty good news now, because they have sacrificed all of their energy in the process, and our Electrode most probably can farm down with ease. This is looking pretty promising now. At the back they have the Medicham, and this has to be a power up punch. They did only 5 of those counters, and yes trainers, it is absolutely awesome. Now the Aerial Ace from that Fearow on their end, and this is a fighter that is gonna take so much damage. 9 tails at the back. Look at how much damage we did with those Steel Wings, and now we're just gonna do some severe work with our moves. Able to bring them super low at a point that we can easily shield here with our Electrode and completely farm down. That Medicham is severely hurt, so I believe that one discharge will most likely seal the deal here, and we can grab a big victory once again. Trevenant now up against our Fearow. Finally we grab a very good lead for us, and here is the Stunfisk matchup. So obviously here they can easily outspeed to those Rock Slides, and I believe that this is the battle that Rotifera was talking about, because overall this is the last one as well. So Stunfisk is definitely a Pokemon that can hold down our team, but they definitely at the same time did not expect the Drill Run to come through. Rotifera able to do severe work with those moves, and right after we're just gonna get the Earthquake on our Hypno. As you can see here, Hypno was being used throughout the entire video as a punching bag, and I really like this one, but I do not like the fact that we threw here the Shadow Ball on that Pelipper, but it doesn't matter. I guess we were expecting that Revenant to return into the battle. Now Fearow will just do so much work with with its typing able to resist pretty much anything other than the foul play. I hope they do not have it, as it seems they don't with that Shadow Ball. We are gonna finish it off, and now Pelipper will face the wrath of our electric moves, and the Ball here is just gonna go ahead, tank the Hurricane. What a flex, and right after we can grab the big victory. That is gonna be all for today, trainers. Thank you for watching and for staying till the end. A big shoutcast for these battles and the Fearow for today's content. Absolutely entertaining, and if you enjoyed it, feel free to like this video before you go, and please subscribe to the channel if you are new to my content. With that said, I have 2 videos for you to check out. Feel free to check them out, and I will catch you up later into the next one.